Okay, now. Okay, so let's see, do I light everywhere? Hello, Aaron. Yeah, so... When they put the link everywhere... Alright, why is it showing that page? Alright, not sure why it's showing that, but okay. So yeah, this is the link to our Star Trek Online. It went live yesterday. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like a land everywhere. Okay, let's do our intro. Okay, like I said, يكون التطور please get on my Patreon تكون التطور now. So, yep, yesterday Star Trek new event went live. That and all. So you got 7 and 9 that's coming back. You got Hugh that's retaking his role. Then you got Aaron Stater's character, the imposter, who's back on duty playing the Enterprise. But yeah, we're gonna find out another twist. That and all. This is the trailer.
We've located the Aetherians, but that's not all. The Cooperative and its allies have been working on an experimental device.
Severing a borg from the collective is a risky, delicate endeavor. I know that firsthand. This time, we've come prepared. There's no guarantee this will work, but we have to try. Millions of lives are at stake. Who better to take down a Borg queen than the liberated Borg? So, it's gonna be hectic. Ready to kick some cybernetic ass?
So yep, like I said, that is the new event that's that and all going on, that and all. Also, you had one more last gift. You had like $5 to grab it. One more last gift in your promotion tab. Why do you always show it on my 60-inch monitor? I'm getting in, then I gotta wait till the game loads in. So yep, you had one more gift to grab. Well, I was really thinking about it. It's really thinking about it. Aaron says, hoping Captain Sean gets what's coming to him. And there it is. Need you. So that's the accolade. I couldn't see what the other one was.
Greetings, this is Hugh, Director of the Cooperative Borg and Borg Reclamation Project. I'm assembling a task force to take down the Aetherians, and Command has put your name forward as their specialist on all things Borg. As you know, the Cooperative and its allies are currently trying to track down syfy. We think we've found her. Will you meet me at Deep Space Nine? I've called for a classified, high-priority meeting with the Alliance. Upon arrival, I recommend you have your first officer dock your ship so we can run some diagnostics on it at the station. We've been working on experimental methods of removing what we believe is Aetherian starship sabotage. We can't risk any further malfunctions. I'll be counting on you and your ship today.
Alright, so yeah, he wants us to meet at Deep Space Nine. So we get a 79 civilian outfit and an Odyssey tactical vest.
There is always a choice.
Alright, so remember, again, go to your promotion tab. You have one more gift to grab. As you can see, ship upgrade token. So you have one more gift that you can grab. And that is the last gift. The last 3D that you can grab. That's everything else and all. So you got 5 hours, 51 minutes to grab this, that, and all. Alright, so... Alright, I am going to switch shit because I am not going to do... Oh, I'm not flying a shit, I'm floating. That stupid bug. Walking in space, walking in space. Oh, I wish they would fix this bug. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with one of my other ships. Engineering run, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go with one of my other ships. Not sure which one though. Yeah, I'm not go with that one. Oh, I like how pick the prototype that doesn't sell. That's a bug. Well, I can go with pizza cutter. Yeah, I can probably go with pizza cutter. Yeah, let's see what she has.
The counseling staff is hosting an open house at 12:30 hours. Frappuccino and light refreshments will be available.
Yeah. So yeah. Do 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 do. Alright, let's make sure my things are set right. That goes in the cell. Oh, okay. Looked like it. Yeah, so now I got that set up right. Or did it mess it up? Okay, looked like it's still set. So yeah, like I said, this is my lyrical worker shit, this, everything else. Sadly, this shit is very overpowered, this, everything else and all, to what it can do. Very overpowered. So yeah. But yeah, good, you can actually get this shit from the, call it? Now, I'm not gonna get the Klingon version. Started riding the section, Nan Hall. Oh, okay. So yeah, like I said, now that I've unlocked this, that, and all, yeah, I'm actually gonna be getting the D7 of this version and putting it on the Klingon side, that everything else and all. But like I said, yeah, this shit here, yeah, the D7 is very powerful, this everything else and all. And those are the numerical workers, and if you're an engineer, yeah, you can really make good use of them. So yeah, later on I'm gonna be, buying my thing, getting the D7, and unlocking the D7. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump to the thingy. Um, Alright, now let me make sure the ground's set up. So yep, I'm gonna be getting the D7, and he's setting up the D7, which will be identical to this.
Starfleet welcomes its allies from the Romulan Republic to Earth Space Dock.
Alright, so let me reset my ground gear. Alright, I've got the torch there, otherwise it.
Officers leaving Earth space dock must
Yeah, for some reason the tooth there is not showing.
Officers leaving Earth space dock must double-check their gear before transport. Unclaimed items will be disposed.
Third desk clean. Yes, exactly. I agree.
Cadets arriving from Starfleet Academy must report to Admiral Quinn's office upon arrival.
Oh.
Cadets arriving from Starfleet Academy must report to Admiral Quinn.
I don't see.
Security team, report to Total Base 6.
What is the second? That.
Cadets arriving from Starfleet Academy must report to Admiral Quinn's office upon arrival.
There's no knife. So yet, since I am a Terran, yet you gotta have your knife. Which basically replaces your dot, your rifle dot. And yeah, this Terran knife does more damage than a rifle dot.
Starfleet welcomes its allies from the Romulan Republic to Earth space dock.
Mm. So it's got the whole entire iron rod ability. So yeah, for the Disney battle, yeah, you want the this set. This set will kind of help you fight it, with everything else and all. And then, now here's the thing, because you're going against the near universe, where is...
Counseling staff is hosting an open house at 12:30 hours. Frappuccino and light refreshments will be available.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see an atomic gun.
Welcomes its allies from the Romulan Republic to Earth space dock.
Yeah, I don't see an atomic gun.
Officers leaving Earth space dock must double-check their gear before transport. Unclaimed
Give me a second. Let me switch to my Klingon. That way I can find out the exact model of what the Tommy gun is. Ah, thank you to the follow. Game Suite. Okay, so it's called replica. So it's called replica. Yeah, thank you to the raid. Yeah, and right now setting up my character to the new mission. So it's called replica, R-E-T. There it is. So yeah, you definitely want this Tana gun. That way you don't have to worry about them connecting to you and attacking to you. Now I'm about to do it now. So yep, I am setting up my character, getting ready to do the new mission. As you can see, I'm flying my overpowered Connie. My overpowered Connie. Oh, I just gotta think about it. There it is. So yep, my overpowered Connie. Alright, so yes, you have to go to Deep Space Nine. Now yeah, Earth Day Stock. Have you watched the card series? Yeah, that is the Earth Day Stock from the card series. Alright, so let's jump to Deep Space Nine. And here we are, starting now again. Spoiler alert, if you've not done the mission and you don't want to be spoiled, please go do it yourself and then come back and you can talk. Me and Aaron usually talk about it and break it down and figure things out, this, that, and all. So if you've not done it, this is your spoiler alert warning, because I'm about to do it and I'm about to show it all.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. I am filling in for President Okeg, whose presence was requested at Kittimer HQ instead. The other Alliance captains recruited for this mission have already received their briefs and will be heading out shortly. When you're ready, you may take a seat to attend the conference. Until then, feel free to strategize with your allies. I will be observing from the sidelines so I can draw up a mission report once you've returned.
Shouldn't I be joining the Alliance captain then?
Ah, you're right. I should have clarified. Admiral Quinn has informed me that the priority mission is indeed scheduled to begin soon. However, your ship is taking longer to upgrade than expected. You see, we're running your systems through some desabotage diagnostics. Highly experimental routines provided to us by the cooperative, but we hope it'll do the trick. You will be able to join your allies on the front line as soon as it's ready for service.
Understood. So, yep, that guy right there was the one that was talking. So, we've got the Klingon, we've got Admiral Quinn, we got somebody at the other end glowing. Oh, look, Aaron, it's your favorite captain.
You made it. Always good to share a high-priority mission with a fellow Starfleet officer.
It's a trap.
I saw your ship ducked out at one of the pylons. Let me guess. Aetherian sabotage, right? Well, if it's any consolation, I hear they're almost finished with the experimental diagnostics they're running. You'll be the first to test them out. With any luck, you'll be joining us soon for what will hopefully be my last tactical operation for quite some time. Admiral Quinn's put in a good word for me with Pete Harkins of the old Pathfinder project. Who knows? Maybe we can start up a new exploratory initiative. I haven't exactly told the other captains about that, though. Keep it to yourself. Let's focus on taking down these Aetherian Grelthi and call it a day. Starfleet's counting on us.
You hear that, Aaron? You hear that, Aaron? Your ship might be a little soon. Your imposter captain is leading to another mission. So yes, Aaron, who's in the YouTube, called this guy the imposter because he is the blue skin people, too, with everything else and all. Were the thing baddies and elite force? Yes, they was, and yes, that's the thing that we'll be unlocking, is their task force uniform. No, Enterprise, exactly. Okay, go naked, we'll see you on the front line. And there he is leading. Okay, here is the Romulan fleet captain.
You're late, but I am pleased to see you here. The atmosphere is a little tense inside this conference room. Loris has informed us that the Dominion does not intend to partake in this mission. Their fleet is indisposed. In fact, a number of allied powers are no-shows today. Not a great start. I thought I was done with mad demigods for the foreseeable future, but it looks like we've got an Aetherian cult leader on our hands. I don't know much about this syfy88man, but I've heard she's bad news. I better ready up the Lisette and check in with my crew.
See on the field, and yes, there's a running joke. She says you're late. Now it's the other way around. You're always first to the battle. You're always in the middle of the battle, and at the very end, the last 10% of the battle, she finally shows up. So actually, she's always late. But yeah, it's a running joke with her. Okay, see you on the field, Commander. And here is the Klingons leader.
Have you come to join us in glorious battle against the Aetherians? Or are you content with watching from the sidelines like a cock-com? We should already be heading to our destination point, yet the Alliance leaders wish to host a conference first. I, for one, will not sit by idly and let the opportunity to strike first pass me by.
Right, I still need to receive not everything. Thanks to the reminder.
Please, have a seat.
So there is Laurel, Deton. Here's Admiral Quinn, the captain. Alright, so finally we're taking a seat, so let's take a seat. Sometime later.
Thank you all for coming. I know not all of our allies could make it today.
It's not the first time we host a high-priority conference at Deep Space Nine on the threats posed by the Borg. But this time, our mission feels a little more hopeful. Director?
The Cooperative and I called on the Alliance today to inform your captains that one of our nanoprobes has successfully tracked Aetherian Concordium leader syfy88man to the Midas Array.
syfy88man believes she is on her way to seize control of the array and lay a trap for the Alliance. This time, we've come prepared.
We've been working on a strategy against the Aetherians and have been tracking their trajectory for some time now.
Thanks to the Cooperative, the Midas Array has already been evacuated. Non-essential personnel have been transferred using cloaked Klingon vessels provided by Chancellor Laurel, and false life signs intended to lure the Aetherians in have been planted aboard the array with Romulan technology lent to us by Proconsul Datan.
But that's not all. A team of cooperative scientists and I have been developing an Aetherian diffusion device that we're hoping to use on syfy. Our Priority 1 tactical initiative is to ambush her by the Midas Array in order to extract and interrogate her. My fleet is currently split up in an orbit of both the Lucari homeworld and the Jarrett system Dyson sphere to prevent incursions of any kind. Recent events suggest both the Lucari and Iconians are at risk. There's a high probability syfy will head to one of these locations next. As the Yasutake is stationed by the Dyson sphere, I'll be needing a ride to the Midas Array. Fortunately, the Admiral, Chancellor, and Proconsul have sent their best ships to assist us.
Are we really certain that Aetherian technology is unable to detect a cloaked evacuation and false life signs?
Perhaps you should ask the Tal Shi'ar, Proconsul. Our latest mission reports indicate the Aetherians were involved with them somehow.
Chancellor, you and I both know that I have no relation to the Tal Shi'ar or their nefarious activities. Besides, the data found aboard the Harmony was barely legible. It could have been fabricated for all we know.
Please, my friends, let's put our differences aside for the sake of the galaxy. We can discuss the details at a later date. Our current priority is to safely excise syfy and defuse her, if possible.
And why is that exactly, Admiral?
Because we believe syfy is the Aetherian Borg Queen.
And if we can get to her, we can get to her entire collective.
You are a worthy ally, Director. But are you really prepared to take on a 200,000-year-old Iconian Borg Queen?
I'm glad you asked. I've got an expert on all things Borg Queen aboard the Enterprise.
Here comes Cesar and Nana, Dad.
Come see me when you're ready.
Alright, so now we need to speak to Tito. Alright, so let's speak to these two. Alright, Chancellor Laurel.
The Aetherians bring great dishonor to our galaxy. They lie, trick, deceive, and worst of all, steal from others. These smooth-headed Marchwipu do not even have the backbone to earn their spoils. We must do whatever it takes to put an end to their treachery. Good luck with your mission.
Thank you, Chancellor. Okay, Datan.
We will not stand by as the Aetherians threaten to take over the galaxy or bow before tyrants, not ancient Iconians, changeling infiltrators, Terran emperors, or even Borg queens. Good luck today.
Thank you, Datan. Alright, now we need to find Chancellor Quinn. There he is. Admiral Quinn.
As much as I'd like to see Starfleet return to a role of discovery, I'm afraid its phasers at the ready for now. Above all else, it's imperative the Alliance remains united. A number of galactic leaders are missing today. I hope this isn't indicative of anything but a difference in priorities. Stay safe out there.
Here's something that I told the Captain Sean Lead. Oh, yet and Topper. Thank you, Admiral. And there, due diligence actually completed. So now we need to speak. Oh, speak with the Alliance leaders? Ah, okay, no, that's just saying we completed the optional. Okay, so that's the optional. Alright, let's talk to the Director Hugh.
Thanks for meeting me here. The captain should be arriving at the Midas Array any minute now. Here are the details of our mission. I've been working on a diffusion device for some time now together with the Yasutake's first officer, Commander Duff. In essence, We've modified Admiral Janeway's neurolytic pathogen to make it compatible with the Aetherians. Instead of neural disruption, this device uses a retroviral agent to break genetic fusion and revert drones to their pre-fusion state. Here's the catch, though. We need someone to spread this virus for us. A liberated Borg is the ideal candidate, as they'd be able to tap into the Aetherian subspace frequencies.
Ah, so that was on my liberated Borg officer, and I'd gotten something extra that was on my liberated Borg. Interesting. Alright, so what do you need?
That's right. Or the XP ally I've called in. If we target Tassim Faye, we should be able to sever the Aetherians from their queen. Needless to say, it's risky, and could lead to widespread chaos within her collective. But even if we fail, as long as we capture her, we'd still be able to use her as a bargaining chip or interrogate her. We've only got one shot at this. This is a single charge diffusion device, so we'll need to be quick and smart. Looks like I'm down a fleet today, so I'll be traveling with you, if you don't mind. I hear your ship is about ready.
Look forward to teaming up with you again, Hugh. Let's do this. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Aaron. I'm gonna
Lieutenant
start
DeGrasse
flying the
has
other
informed me
character.
that your ship is ready for service. Good luck out there.
So yeah, I'm gonna start flying my liberated Borg, that's everything else. And like I said, this is my joint trail, and on my Klingon side, he's a joint trail too. But sadly, both my Klingon and this guy, yeah, as you can see, I've got everything maxed out, this, that, and all. I've got everything unlocked on this guy, this, everything else, and all. But, you know, trying to expand that, I just do not have the space, this, everything else, and all. But yeah, as a light timer, you get a liberated Borg, this, everything else, you know, so, you know, I'm gonna start flying him, you know, just because of the space, this, that, and all. And for a long time, I was known as the Plasma King because of the plasma damage I could create and do, this, everything else, and all. So yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead. Go to your ship. Oh, shit's already broken.
Damn. The Aetherians must have seen us coming somehow. Proconsul Datan was right. Let's act quickly. We need to search the system and get a debrief from the Alliance captains. Long-range sensors suggest the Bortesque is critically damaged. Let's go.
So yeah, both the Klingons and the Romulans are then shut down already.
This is Captain Corin. The Bortesque has sustained plasma conduit ruptures across several decks.
Hold your position, Captain. We'll begin repairs with a low-frequency gamma weld.
Get a little speed boost. There, repair the ship.
Director, I see you do not back down from a challenge. Your assistance is appreciated.
Assistance be better redirect to the Lisette. Let's move.
Lisette, do you copy? We're being tailed by a drone ship.
Commander Duroc, this is Director Hugh. Copy that. We're on it.
Yep, a frigate.
Nicely done. My compliments to you, tactical officer.
Gonna go to connect on red alert.
You're a welcome sight. It seemed your delayed arrival is now turning out to be vital to the success of our mission. Not a conclusion I would have been able to draw by relying on logic alone.
Happy to help you. Oh no, the guy's sorry I'm late to the battle, that I'm here timely. Yes, it's a running joke with her. You do your battle, and she's always the last person to show up as you're ending your battle. I'm happy to help the work the Enterprise.
Past the array. However, the exact position is unclear. The Aetherians have severed the Lisette's comms link with the Enterprise.
Speaking of sabotage, I don't see the Aetherians anywhere. What happened to them?
Full systems malfunction. Before we set off on our mission, Alliance vessels received a comprehensive security sweep at Deep Space Nine. Unfortunately, the sabotage went undetected, which is cause for concern. To my knowledge, the Aetherians have never been aboard the Lisette. This means their plans are either being carried out remotely, or that sabotage technology was discreetly brought aboard. But they're here all right. We're still investigating, but if you'd like to witness the malfunctions yourself, you can head to the Midas Array. The Romulan Republic did not only plant false life signs, but a surveillance system. Approved by the Alliance, of course.
You're always one step ahead of the song, Commander.
Thanks, Commander. Cause for concern indeed. We'll head to the array as we search for the Enterprise.
Helm set a course to the array. So supposedly the Enterprise is past the array. They're not talking. I do not see the Enterprise anywhere. Gather data.
Captain Sean, this is Commander Duroc. The Midas Array has been tapped. My crew is standing by.
Copy that, Commander. Fortescue, this is the Enterprise reporting in. We are in position and ready to intercept the Harmony. Captain Corrin, do you copy?
Captain, I've received an emergency transmission from the Fortescue. Cloaking technology has been compromised. The Aetherians could get a visual lock on Corrin's crew in moments if we do not act swiftly.
Damn. Well, still no sign of the Harmony. And the Fortescue is showing up on our sensors now. This is not good. Commander, could you get closer and provide a status report? The Enterprise has to maintain position.
Agreed. The Lisette is temporarily abandoning position. Helm, set a course for the Fortescue, but keep a distance.
Enterprise Lisette. This is Captain Corrin. Fortescue. Comms have disrupted. The spineless enemy has...
Captain Corrin, do you copy? There's no response. Enterprise, the Lisette needs to get closer in order to scan the Fortescue, or beam down if necessary. Wait.
The hell?
Enterprise, the The Lisette systems are shutting down. Something is overriding our cloaking technology. Captain Sean, do you copy? Sean? Vakel?
So they're thought to be disabled, but they're still fighting.
It looks like the Alliance ships were sabotaged, but at different times. As if Tassine Faye had planned to incapacitate the captains in battle. But something went wrong. Why not trigger the malfunctions in one go? Get everyone at the same time. And why the board askew first? It all feels a little erratic. I wonder if our ambush took her by surprise after all. We need to reach the Enterprise and get to the bottom of this.
Agreed. Helm plotting the accord to the coordinates of the Enterprise recorded by the erased surveillance footage. And there is a Aetherian cute thingy.
Look who showed up to the party. Just in time to watch my ship get towed into oblivion. Poetic.
Glad you're in such good spirits, Captain, but it's not time for goodbyes yet.
Through fusion, we are victorious.
Tassine Faye's on that ship. Don't let it escape. I bet she's already powering up a reality vortex.
On it. We'll disable the Harmony's EPS grid and quantum phase generators.
Target shields have failed.
The Harmony's weapon systems are down. Now's our chance to disable that tractor beam. That's it. The Harmony has been disabled.
You just prevented my ship from getting booked on a terrifying interdimensional flight. The offer of a one-way ticket to the Aetherian homeworld isn't entirely uncompelling. But it's the complementary side of assimilation I take issue with. I'd love to stay and chat about how grateful I am, but we've got an Aetherian boarding party on our hands down here. What's more, Commander Kiona has just notified me that Tassine Faye's decided to join her little friends aboard the Enterprise. A hell of a situation we've got on our hands, but perhaps this is a blessing in disguise.
Capture on Alliance.
Vigilante to some, galactic hero to others, and as loyal as they come. She'll tell you the rest.
Can't wait to meet her, and of course we know who it is.
Lead the way.
Alright, little optionals. That's one. Okay, so they're not the a cloak thingy. See if I can uncloak it. No, I can't uncloak it.
Aetherian drone up ahead.
Diplomacy is futile. Fusion is formidable.
Shine a door, yeah.
The doors ahead are locked. We need to find a way to bypass security protocols.
Okay, there's another person. So that's 2. So as you can see, you got an optional find 6 crew members that are injured. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it looked at the glowy.
Didn't know you were a force field specialist.
So you got a platinum leak on that side.
Fusion is the only final frontier. It is clear now.
Final frontier.
Why explore the galaxy when your mind can become one with the all-knowing ether?
I'm glad I'm not fighting these drones alone. There's something odd about the way they say their axioms. Sounds a bit familiar.
You're right, I hear it too. So, yep.
The security room. I bet we can bypass lockdown protocols from inside.
Okay, unlock the door. Okay, so you got another officer down. So, yep, I'm going exploring a little bit. So you got a third deal, so you can't go that way. Ah, there's another one. See, that's why you have to go exploring. So that's 3 of 6.
Look out for anything that might be useful.
Come on. That's 4. Ooh, glowy. Gather information.
This is Commander Philippa Matthias, counselor on board the USS Enterprise. I don't know how much time we have left. The ship has been compromised. They've taken one of our ensigns and done something unspeakable to them. It's only a matter of time before they find me. Oh God, they're coming. Commander Kiona, tell the captain that...
Okay, that's all the recording. So, yep, that's something we have to look for. Okay, I don't see any other glowies. Alright, nope, not yet. Okay, got another...
We need to disable security parameters to open the doors to the computer access room. I'll cover you.
Okay. Another crew number. Okay, that's died. Another glowy. Okay, that's a unlocked door.
Nicely done. Let's return to the computer access room.
Alright, there we go. Let's look for any glowies. Alright, no glowies. Oh, cutscene.
Your collective was imperfect. Join us so you may finally ascend.
The only thing ascending in here is my frustration with you.
Fuse, and you shall know perfection. 7 of 9. Tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01.
How about you fuse with my right hook?
Wow.
Thanks, but I've got it.
Oh, wow.
What took you so long?
So, yep, there she is, 7 to 9. Oh, wow, I'm dead already. I'm dead already. Wow, really?
So you got any tips on how to take these suckers out?
I do, actually. Shut down the transporters and compromise the reactor core.
Oh, perfect. I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah, that's gonna kill me, those boxes.
Well, would you look at that? I was wondering who the classified contact Hugh's been speaking so highly of was. It's been a while, but I'm glad it's you. I take it you're familiar with the plan?
I had a feeling it was you too, 7 to 9. Yes, as it stands, secure the ship and its crew and extract Tasha.
That's right. The director here also shared some tactical information with me from his time aboard the Harmony. With any luck, our game of Catch the Queen should go a little better than your last run-in with the Aetherians.
Look forward to no longer being a pawn in their game. This diffusion device only has one charge, right?
High risk, high reward, I won't deny it. But our odds are good. This extraction is now happening on Alliance territory. And we've got 2 liberated Borg candidates who can act as diffusion conduits.
You make a good point. Hang on. I'm receiving a message from Captain and Sean.
Alliance Task Force, this is Captain Sean. Tassine Faye is on the bridge.
Hang tight, Captain. We're coming.
This is our chance. Lead the way, 7.
We're right behind you, 7.
We can access the bridge from main engineering. Follow me. So, Director, how confident are we feeling about this diffusion device?
I'd say about 75%, give or take.
Reversing emitter node polarity, destabilizing force field integrity. Let's go.
Well, thank you to the follow, Frank. Where do we talk to go? Okay, I'll check it out. I don't look at the map. Where do we start to go? Okay, so we'll start to go here. So we walked right past it. Yep, right here. No, not there. Oh, okay, I didn't see the door there. Oh, okay, the foot deal's down. Okay, here it is. Yeah, there was a thought deal there. I didn't realize it was down. Oh, look, Aaron, you're on top of things got turned.
We are
Step away from it.
She's escaping.
Ah, he's a Borg.
Transport trajectory confirms she's heading to the Lisette.
Vakel Sean, you no longer need to bear the burden of being a sole survivor. We can become one.
What on? Are you talking about my family? How the hell do you know about that?
Don't get distracted, Captain. They're messing with you.
Alan, ihn held. I speak to the captain. Is where? Oh, inside a thought field.
Director, 7. I can't thank you enough. That was a close call. Once this mission is over, I'll be heading back to Deep Space Nine for repairs and repose. That's if any of us make it out alive.
Captain, unreceived now. Priority nexus to the Lestat.
Enterprise, this is Commander Jirok. It's good to see you're all in one piece. Our comms are up and running again, but internal systems have been sabotaged by the Aetherians, including our Singularity Core. Requesting immediate assistance.
Commander, just told the ship they shot run away to you. So apparently she jumped on the Enterprise out of the Lestat now. Interesting.
We can't let that Singularity Core destabilize. Its collapse could cause a chain reaction across this region of space. Our team will head to the Lisette. Captain Sean, your crew needs you here. Let's keep in touch.
Alright, dealing to Lestat with 7 to 9.
I'm contacting you from the bridge. The Aetherians have sabotaged the Lisette's internal systems. We've managed to repel boarders, but they've blocked off our path to the Singularity Core. They're plotting something.
Alright, so we got two choices. They not tried to contaminate the array, any casualty, or the other one. Alright, so since we're on the Lestat, I'm going to use the second one, because Romulan uses Singularity. They don't use growth core, they use Singularity, which is basically miniature black holes inside their ship, which basically powers a Romulan ship.
Many, unfortunately. To add to that, most of the ship's doors, consoles, and turbo lifts are malfunctioning. We used some of our last power reserves to beam you aboard our Singularity core deck. I'll have to guide you remotely.
What do you need, Commander?
Your team will need to reroute our emergency power supply to conduct repairs and access our Singularity core. As you can see, environmental systems are offline and visibility is limited.
Alright, go get to work.
Sending over command-level clearance codes. You'll need them to move on freely.
Alright, access control.
There are repairs to conduct beyond those doors, but you'll need to pick a path. Our power supply is too low to open both at the same time.
Alright, so you got 7 and 9 over there, and we got Director Hugh over there. Thought you could only choose one way. I'm gonna go with 7 and 9 this time, but then the second time when I redo this, because a lot of times when you do this, you can unlock one reward, but to get the other pieces, you have to do the mission again and again and again to get the other rewards. So this time, I'm gonna go with 7 and 9.
My internal sensors are detecting a nearby oxygenation valve that needs fixing up.
Nice work. Power is rerouting to the valve.
Well, then again,
Looks like you unlocked a security log.
I'll read security log.
This is Lieutenant Hugh, Tactical Division. I am still unable to locate Sub-Commander Zionel, despite my best efforts. The Aetherians swarmed the Lisette, ignoring most of the damage dealt by my disruptors. They locked us out and overrode all of the ship's systems, despite leaving many wounded in her wake. This syfy seemed uninterested in exchanging phaser fire with us, heading straight for the core instead. Lieutenant Salon's security report indicates the Aetherian's life sign was last detected in the Singularity core room. As I am unable to access it from this deck, I will reluctantly transfer our medical unit instead, and guard the survivors until I receive new orders from my commander.
Yeah, straight to the Singularity core, huh?
Can't think of a good reason why a Borg queen would do that. It's also a little odd to be putting herself on the line like that, don't you think? Then again, these Aetherians are Iconian Borg. Maybe their motivations are harder to determine than your average collective.
Indeed, so let's move on. Okay, I see something down there. Plasma damage right there. Don't go in. Alright, Chloe's unlock.
The Lisette looks worse for wear.
Continue.
The ship has seen better days, no doubt about that.
Tell me about it.
These consoles power life support and airlocks, but the isolinear chips are misaligned.
On it.
Power is being diverted from their systems.
Well, then again.
Right, one more to go. It worked. All right, I'm only detecting one affected area left. Let's go.
Glowing. On a game.
Great. Repairs are done. Singularity room aside.
Okay, thirst of energy accolade completed. Another glowing.
Thanks to your efforts, power has been restored to this deck. The Singularity Core is now accessible. Stand by to receive the room's access codes. Hold. I'm receiving a transmission from the Bortiskew.
So am I. Displaying transmission now.
Alliance Task Force, this is Captain Corrin. I have a visual on the Aetherian pit. Ha! Tassine Faye and her followers have boarded the Bortiskew. Her treacherous drones are not holding back. This is a fight worthy of a Klingon. If you are brave, you will join us in battle.
Damn. She just jumped from Lachette over to the Klingon ship. Do you need any help with us?
Hold that thought. Logistics are up and running again. Our intel indicates that the Singularity Core has been tampered with. If it collapses, it's game over. For everyone.
Alright, we can split up then.
Agreed. It's the only option. What's the play?
You and 7 and 9 know the... Oh, Romulan EDC. Okay.
The Aetherians fried some of our gravity generators. Really changes your perspective.
Jirok, this is Sean. I'm getting reports of Borg incursions close to the Juret Dyson sphere.
Focus on collecting data from nearby consoles. Sean, I'll contact command.
So little tabs here and there. Oh look, an Aetherian device on it.
Scans show the sabotage device you removed was sending a signal to the Harmony.
I don't see any other sabotage device nearby. So I'm not on the other side. Yep, there it is on the other side.
Another device removed. This one was emitting a destabilizing resonance pulse. Logistics point to a final anomaly past the core. You'll need to power it down.
You know, like I said, they never could get this correct. See, like right there, I'm using the dark one. Just keep tapping.
It's beautiful, isn't it? The Singularity Core. Controlled chaos. Unmatched potential. Don't let that fool you, though. If the containment field fails, we'll begin to demolecularize. Initial scans registered a single anomaly. Turns out we're dealing with a trifecta.
Alright, so we have to return. Alright, so it's behind there. Let me get it down below. Yep, it's down below. There it is. Come on.
Plasma conduits have been repaired. 2 more points to go. Sending you the coordinates.
No, I don't think they did. I don't think they ever did.
Subspace anchors have been stabilized. Sending over the final coordinates.
This is 7. How's it going? We could use your help on the Bortisque.
Quantum diagnostics are back online. Now that core stability has been restored, I'll reroute main power back to all systems, turn the core back on, and head down to your deck. Thank you for your assistance. I'll take over from here. Patching you through to the Bortisque.
Alright, anything to avoid collapse singularity?
While my warriors have been crushing Aetherian enemies through fire and flame, you have been floating around on the Lisette, tinkering with broken technology. Enough! Now is your chance to die with honor, and put your Dashekme where your mouth is. I have a lock on your coordinates. Transport in 3, 2, 1.
Wait, Captain, I'm inside the singularity. Hi, Singularity. How you doing up there, Singularity? Well, Aaron, you want to see what it looks like on its side, so there you go.
We must secure the bridge. Good. You live to fight beside us still. The Aetherians and their spineless leader have dared to board the Borderskew and set it ablaze with their sabotage.
I'll take more than that to stop us. What do you need?
That's the spirit. You must pick up a fire suppression device if you wish to die honorably. The device, however, must be repaired first. Those worthless swines have sabotaged most of our equipment.
Alright, let's get started. So yes, there's concussion, the damage, well. And as you can see, yep, because I'm an engineer, an engineering trait kicked in. Because I'm an engineer. So yes, there's a suppression unit. Although it's here to the operational, it blocks. As you can see, yes, since I'm an engineer, yes, I got an engineering trait ability.
Extinguish the flames and join your allies in battle.
Okay, so we have the extinguished flames and sight. Okay.
Good, you're here. You're a little outnumbered.
From two hearts to one, fusion is glorious.
To sabotage a Klingon ship is to provoke the wrath of 1,000 Buttlets!
Well, we said it would be nice to go somewhere warm for my next job. This is overkill.
So we have to put out fire. So that's 1, 2. Oh, he got injured. So we got 6 injured people. Any this guy's on this any? Alright, I don't see anybody. So yep, we got 6 injured people, that's died. Alright, here's the last iron. Here's 2.
Still no visual on syfy, but there are plenty of drones around.
Ah!
Can't tell if I'm inhaling smoke or if that's the taste of defeat. Where's syfy?
Alright, now we gotta put out fire again.
Corin, this is Jirok. There are reports of multiple incursions taking place in the Kittimer system.
Multiple, excuse me?
Hoicha! My comms officer will notify Kagrin. May their battle be as glorious as ours.
Yeah, we better keep moving then. Alright, make sure we don't get no optional team left behind. Yep, there's one right there. So that's 3.
More Aetherian boarders on the lower level. Stay sharp and look out for survivors.
Do. Oh, now it stays. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore loot because I'm out of space.
Alliance team, report to the mid-level of the bridge.
Okay, there's another optional right there. So that's still at 6. So we're missing one.
Though these flames make for a glorious battle scene, suffocating is no way to reach Stovercore. We need to repair the Bordescue's ventilation system and clear all debris so we can find this Aetherian Tach-Kek.
In order to split up, let's looking at the work on the vent split.
You're right. I'll stay with Corin and help clear the debris. 7, I recommend you and I split up in case something goes wrong on either side.
Right, now I'll just use while we're on here.
You got it. Let's get to work on these vents. Formal training or just impeccable instinct?
We've cleared an area of debris. Smoke is subsiding.
My internal sensors are reading one more ventilation console up ahead. Forged in fire, right? It's almost ironic now.
Okay, second then.
You know, something's telling me we are going about our trap the wrong way.
You don't say.
Debris has been cleared.
Ventilation's back online too. Heads up, I'm picking up on Tassine Faye's exact biosignature, but the signal is fading. I don't see her up there though. Can anyone get a visual?
Continue.
Visual or not, we must clear this debris. If the Aetherian leader is hiding behind it, she will die a coward.
Alright, let's clear it up then. Clear the 3, takes 4 guns. And there she is. One optional.
Damn, she escaped.
More Aetherian borders.
How do they keep bypassing all of the Alliance's security parameters?
Cause some traitor set you up. Exactly, Aaron. Exactly.
Oh, fuck! What is this filth doing on my view screen?
I'm not sure what that is on your view screen, Captain Corrin. Maybe an Aetherian sabotage subroutine? Either way, no sign of syfy. The biosignature is gone.
Damn, we're stuck in this loop. She just keeps going, jumping around, isn't she?
Incoming transmission from Captain Sean.
Captain, what's your status? Let me guess. She's on your ship now.
Alive, but not well. Sorry to say, but syfy is back on the Enterprise. I'm opening up a multi-channel with a Lisette.
Commander, how's Lisette holding?
The Lisette is stable, for now. But I suspect my vessel is next on syfy's list of destinations. What's the plan?
The game that kept the Queen is not as it seems.
Know thine enemy. An Earth saying, I believe. syfy is one step ahead of us. We must get one step ahead of her.
Right, so try to where she at least expects it.
That's pretty good, actually. The Harmony's disabled, right? In essence, the Alliance has control of it until syfy decides to initiate repairs, but that doesn't seem like her priority right now. Most of her drones are beaming onto our ships while her own shields are down. We could beam onto the Harmony while the Aetherians are distracted and lay our trap there. A couple of pattern enhancers, maybe some arson, little vandalism, you know, something to get her attention. Wouldn't be on our turf anymore, but we'd have some time to set it all up.
Got the shot. Where should we beam to?
The reactor room. I remember Admiral Kumarke say something about how the core seemed important to them. Maybe we can do a little sabotage of our own.
Seeing as a try, let's do that.
Your assistance aboard my vessel has earned my respect. But you are mad if you think any of the Alliance captains are willing to sit out on the fight of our lifetimes. On the way to the Midas Array, Sean, Jirok, and I swore to each other that we would see this plan through to the very end. We shall join you aboard the Harmony. Commander Boroth will take over in my absence.
Turn up the doctor to the hind and defend the ship.
A worthy compromise. I accept. Our deeds today will be the ones that echo through the halls of Stovakar. Kapla!
Catline. Alright, so we're not gonna be in order yet, because it seems we've got, Thor at 6. So that's died. Alright, so we need to go look into the last one. Alright, so we can't go down that way, huh? Alright, so we went around that way, so let's go down this way. So like I said, we are looking for a crew member that's injured. Okay, there's that one. Okay, there goes one like right there. Did we take that off already? Scan don't work. As you can see. Scan don't work. Ah, there he is. There's the option, law 6. Boo. So, yep. So, anybody here remember the movie, The Matrix? Yep. That's the movie Matrix. Yeah, she pissed off because her view screen's messed up.
A worthy compromise. I accept. Our deeds today will be the ones that echo through the halls of Stovakar. Kapla!
Kapla. Dean's the harmony.
All right. Looks like we're all accounted for.
It's a glory.
My nanoprobes are detecting a single Aetherian life sign nearby. It's phasing in and out of existence. This reactor room also looks a little different since my last visit. I guess they redesigned.
It's likely to hunt any exotic international, not signs of today or signs. 79, are you okay?
The life sign. It's accessed my neural transceiver and initiated contact through the collective subspace network. I think it's the reactor core. It's calling itself a tether to the ether, one of many Unimatrix chambers. Change of plans. We use the diffusion device on the core instead. I get the feeling there's a chance it could spread to the rest of Tassim Faye's collective. But we'd still need to trap her and hook her up to it to bypass any Aetherian encryptions.
Is there something that caught it had touched the thorn?
No, it's not. How do we know it'll even work? It's intended for a singular, partially biological life form. This is a reactor core acting as a subspace network.
Continue.
I can't explain it. You weren't there when I accessed the Queen cell on board the artifact. Reconnecting to the collective as their temporary leader, it changed me. I think this ether recognizes me as a viable Borg Queen.
That plan sounds risky. That's certainly plausible, though.
I don't know, Seven. Injecting a whole collective with sudden individuality could have disastrous consequences.
Continue.
I know you're worried, Hugh. But Picard couldn't have predicted the chaos caused by your individuality when you returned to the collective. We know better now. If I act as the conduit and transfer Tassim Faye's authority to me, I can program the diffusion to be gradual. I've done it once, I can do it again. Trust me, I can do this.
I trust you, 79.
All right. I trust you too. Remind me of the new plan.
Continue.
Lay down the pattern enhancers close to the reactor core and target it to get Tassim Faye's attention. If this works, this ether should send her a subspace transmission through the core, prompting her to return. We can then prevent her from beaming back out. Once she's trapped, I'll hook both of us up to the ether and transfer her powers to me. If we inject the pathogen straight into the core system, we should be able to defuse any drones connected to it. Gradually.
She won't go down easily, though.
Can you get those pattern enhancers placed? We'll cover you.
Alright, so... One pattern enhancer.
One pattern enhancer placed. 3 to go.
Two. Finally 3.
Hang on, sensors are picking up an incoming energy signature.
So yeah, Aaron is asking to look closely at it. So yep, there is the core. But you'll notice that there's 2 firewalls. You got that one down there. But then you got this one right here. Alright, so let me guess. We're gonna have an attack. Ooh, glowy. Read console. Glowy. Why Nana? Riding hurriedly as I sense the end is near me, I see no other forward than resorting to experimental biogenetic fusion as a means of preventing cybernetic supremacy. What I had dubbed the inevitable onslaught is now upon us. If my calculations are correct, then we will all soon be speaking as one. Our individuality will be weed out of the enemy poison, that our knowledge and legacy will be preserved. I hope. Farewell, noon. You shall now be Nanan. The author knocked at MIA and one of the apprentices. Okay, hold on. Any other glowies? Read console. Why color? The design can only be reached by submitting to the greater power, so we may ascend to a thorn that the words cannot begin to describe. Come, do not fear what cannot be understood by the lesser mind. Embrace it instead. Unheartedly, only then may we attain all of knowledge of the multiverse, but for the present, our godly vessels are incapable of absorbing it. Join me, rid yourself of that which restrains you and holds you back from true victory. Free yourself from the shackles of Iconian rigor. Give in to Azure and let it fight to you. Friends, I know you are frightened that you dubbed the efficiency in ethics leap of faith were about to be taken. But we must trust the lore research. It is no conclusion that it has so far propelled, I can't pronounce it, into the golden age. Let us go further together as one. So, yeah. And then Donald Glowy's down here. Why then? Such victories are not only the body, but of the mind. As the doctrine involved, it was further protected. I can't pronounce it, texts such as the origin can no longer be allowed to exist, as they contradict the very nature of the Aetherians. Splitter factions of the Iconian loyalists questioning the benefit of our fusion have been eradicated. As far as we know, no one remains, not even the author of the origins, which has since been destroyed and removed from the Aetherian archives entirely. Text continues. The rest is unreadable. And there, accolade completed. So yeah, before you put your last item down, yeah, you got these 3 glowies that gave you an accolade. Alright, so before we start, I am going to set up the start line. So I got a feel we got an ambush coming. Alright, let's put the last one down.
Why do you choose senselessness? You could have ascended and joined us.
Well, that was quick.
Damn it, we've been teleported to the other side. There goes step 1 of our plan.
She's got Sean, Corin, and Jarak in the stasis hold. We can't let her shoot them.
We need to take down this construct to release the captains.
Break, bend, and become one. Disciplines, deviation.
Wait. I'm like in the middle of the battle, Aaron.
Looks like the constructs become vulnerable to our attack.
Yeah, Conan, what was their name? No, that's a good question. I forget.
That was a close one. Let's see what this construct's made of.
Such strife, such slaughter. The evil despise
Released. And not a moment too soon. These Aetherians are insufferable.
your parameters in favor of perfection. The ether deplores distinctiveness.
I'd sooner be fed to the Koskari of Grethor than delay this battle any longer.
Heads up, construct's vulnerable to our attacks again.
Finally.
The ether endures.
We need to lower these containment fields to reach Tassim Fey.
Good thing I kept the access codes. On it.
Go to the next containment field. Up. I'm being captured.
Teleported us again.
And she's called in drones for backup. We need to take her out.
Corin, Jarak, let's dethrone this drone.
You thought this would be enough to stop us?
Oh, you can't target them. You don't target the ones that are targetable.
She's on the move again, and she's shielding herself.
I'll lower the next containment field.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So yeah, and I don't remember what their name was.
All right. Let's head for the final containment field.
There she is in there.
If we don't place that final pattern enhancer, she could beam out. I'm on it.
You lack harmony, guidance.
Yeah, I lack harmony, cohesion, greatness. It'll be my undoing. I've heard it all before.
Final pattern enhancer placed. She's trapped. Damn it! She keeps jumping around to restore her shields. She's rerouting power to them.
It's her halo. It's an energy redistribution node. We have to take it out.
I can remodulate a pattern enhancer to disrupt her defenses. You get that halo.
7 of 9. You sought perfection once. Why do you seek it no longer? Consider our offer.
An offer involves consent, something you're unfamiliar with. Time's up, bitch.
She puts up a good fight, I'll give her that. Shame it's not enough to break our resolve.
She's stalling there. Yeah, she's stalling there. As you can
Pattern
see.
enhancer remodulated. Her shield is down. It's now or never.
Hugh, Sean, cover us. It's time to finish this fight. Corin, Jirok, let's knock that halo off.
Got her.
There is no one left to fight beside you. The galaxy has torn itself apart.
You were just another tyrant clinging to control, Tassine Faye.
And your tyranny ends now!
And the Cleon takes her out. Imagine that.
Restrain her.
Lowering the reactor core's containment field.
And she did inject it.
Drag her over.
You will not defuse the Aetherians.
It's for the best, Tassine Faye.
Think of it like this. You get to be the savior of your people.
It's your lucky day, Borg Queen.
Queen?
Security parameters disabled. Initiating transfer.
Inputting the modified neurolytic pathogen into the core's data stream.
Yeah.
No. No. We will not allow it.
You must comply.
We must not. We must protect the ether.
Watch out! She's modifying the injection stream.
It's too late. I'm in.
She's gonna become the queen. Uh-oh. The hell are those things?
Chimerans. With security parameters disabled, they must have located the Harmony.
Did it work?
Not on the core, maybe on Tassin Fey. Too early to tell.
Captains, call your ships. We're getting out of here.
Commander Kiona, this is Captain Sean. Prepare to plot a course for Deep Space Nine. We're heading back.
Oh no! Another dark threat.
Thanks for the ride back. Looks like your ship didn't suffer any malfunctions on the way. Lucky. You really had everybody's back today. Knowing you can be counted on even in the worst situations. Well, that's as rare as a Vulcan smile. When you have a moment, the director and I would like to talk to you about Tassin Fey's future. Right now, though, I think your command wants to speak with you.
Thanks, I'll check in with Admiral Quinn. So yeah, like I said, it's a new Borg entity as he was escorting out. I wonder what kind of Borg they are. Alright, so we need to talk to Admiral Quinn.
Just the person I wanted to see. I hear things got a little out of hand at the Midas Array, but it seems to me like the mission was still a success. Tassin Fey has been extracted and remanded to one of the station's brigs. As for the Harmony, the Alliance has some conflicting opinions on its eventual fate if we ever get hold of it. Chancellor Laurel believes we should return for it and tow it to Kittimer for joint observation.
I think they was.
Pro-Consul Datan believes the Cooperative should supervise the ship from a distance, and that Director Hugh is best placed to oversee such an operation. I'm not sure where I stand myself.
Yep.
Proposals are already landing on my desk, from living exhibit at Memory Alpha to destroy the thing.
So yes, as Aaron was saying, weren't they an elite force? Yes, Cornelians, if you had to play elite force, when you finally got to the final battle, did everything else and all, yeah, you finally found a mix of kind of the biological things, but also monsters kind of mixed together, did everything else and all. And the funny thing is, Elite Force cannot destroy all the Borg technology can out, did everything else, but the Elite Force, in their own way, was showing off the Borg technology and monsters being incorporated to fight things. So yeah, like I said, Aaron, they were known to Elite Force, and yeah, the gun I'm using, the Ionide, comes from Elite Force. So I would not be surprised if they got the creator that created the Elite Force game in Star Trek trying to help out and making the next step.
I understand your actions today saved countless lives. Starfleet commends you. We knew you'd be the right person for the job.
You rescued 11 sliders. Each of them sent out a 50 Dilithium ore. So as you can see, yes, you can skip them and just let them die. That you saw, yes, we went and found them, this, that, and all, and we got an extra 50 Dilithium for finding them and saving them. Thank you, Your Honor. It's honor to the Dark Lead Officer. Alright, let's talk to the imposter that Aaron hates so much.
Without your help, the Enterprise would have been a goner. Speaking of, looks like the Midas Array is now under quarantine. The array has been overtaken by the Chimerans. We're starting to recognize more of their signals over long-range sensors. It's not looking good, I'll give you that. But I'm confident we've made progress today. Oh, before you go, on my bridge, one of the Aetherian drones said something to me that took me aback. It's as if it knew who I was. My life story. I think you know what I'm getting at. I'm lucky to be alive.
Yeah, said some crew members. I noticed some on board. Condolences, Captain. Sacrifice na konting din. Talk to the Klingon captain.
You fought valiantly aboard the Bortisque and the Harmony. It is a pity we withdrew. We could have taken these Chimerans, blade in hand, I am sure of it. Some say these creatures are able to terraform entire Borg cubes. If the tales are true, then they are foes worthy of song. I would gladly give my life to see such an abomination with my own eyes. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, these were before the Borg did everything else and all, that there was a mix of Borg technology and monsters. That they can sight and take out a Borg easily. You're not dealing luck. I have a feeling this is going to be a last encounter with them. And yes, you saw them as we were going out, they was going in, so yeah, this is not over yet. Talk to the commander.
Thank you for repairing the Lisette. That ship means more to me than words can say. As for what the Aetherians intended to do with our Singularity Core, I'd rather not speculate too much. My science officer, Neril, will be drawing up a full report. Suffice to say, it is clear they intended to use the Midas Array to their advantage somehow. They seem focused on sabotaging and acquiring new technology. Not unusual for the Borg, I suppose.
Yeah, looks like the Canarian beat them to it. Let's hope Neril report gives us more data. Hi, Dickie. And then the last final person to talk to is Director Hugh.
Thanks for checking back in with us. This was quite a mission, and I have a feeling our efforts have only just begun. My own de-assimilation bordered on traumatic. I ended up bringing my individuality back to a collective that was very ill prepared for it. It caused widespread chaos and violence. We need to be careful about how we decide to move forward. Perhaps defusing syfy88man alone was for the best. I shudder to think of a galaxy full of unfused Aetherians who, well, lack guidance.
Continue.
He's not wrong. Liberating a Borg is no joke, and the start is the worst of it. But what first seems like a curse eventually becomes a gift. During my time aboard Voyager, I learned the value of individuality, but also the strength of personal connection. In the end, it became apparent to me that you don't need a hive mind to understand the real meaning of unity. Anyway, I'm glad we had you along for the ride today. It's easy for us liberated Borg to get carried away when dealing with another collective. It's so personal, you need someone with a fresh perspective to keep you level-headed.
I can't imagine how difficult it is to defeat an unwilling Borg queen, but I'm glad we stayed united. Later that night, oh, she's meditating.
How are you doing, syfy88man?
She's refused to talk so far.
Give her time. Patience. It'll get better.
You know, I've been where you are right now. Longing to go back to a chorus of comforting voices. Frustrated at my lack of agency. But in the end, liberation was the only way forward. It gave me back so many things that I'd forgotten I needed. I see you remain unconvinced. But what's so different between being controlled by an ether and being told what to do by the Alliance until you can make up your own mind? At least once you're liberated, you'll be free to decide how to live your life. That's more than what I got at times. Well, I'll be back same time tomorrow, syfy.
Syfy.
What did you say?
Syfy was my name. Tassine is just a title.
Right. Queen.
No. We have no corporeal queen. Defusing me was pointless. You achieved nothing.
What we achieve is helping you. And every other drone. One person at a time. Until every Borg is liberated. And no one is left behind.
Irrelevant. Impossible. Someone is always left behind. That is why the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Well, maybe. But the whole would be nothing without all of its parts. I hope that in time you'll see that. Same time tomorrow, syfy.
And I think that's the end of the mission.
I'm contacting you from Deep Space Nine to report that our mission has been a partial success. Syfy is under our supervision and making progress, slowly but surely. Although it appears she's not the Aetherian Borg Queen after all. Seven is working together with the Alliance to oversee her diffusion process, and we expect answers soon. The process has been both a strain on the station psychologically and in terms of resources. It's clear syfy does not trust us yet. As for the Midas Array, I received a report from Commander Jirok Science Officer Narrow. It appears the Aetherians were attempting to use both the array and the Lisette Singularity Core to open a rift in space-time. It's difficult to understand their motives. We are unable to collect more data for now, as both the Midas Array and the Harmony are swarming with Chimerans. The Alliance has sent some of their best fleets over to contain the situation, but reports of Chimerans have already surfaced from other systems. Seven and I will reach out to our allies to understand who we can call in to assist with these Chimerian incursions. I'll contact you if any more information comes to light. Do not hesitate to do the same, should we be of use to you.
So yet there, the experience point, 17,000, 15,000 expertise. We get a random space item. The daily that we needed is now done. We get a 79 civilian outfit and an Odyssey tactical vest. And there it is. Cooperation is truthful, accolade. So yep, that is the new event. It's that long. So that is the new event. So you get an arc welder, elite hazard team body, elite team personal shield. So it's a ground gear. So we get ground gear this time. Alright, well, like I said, I have not had breakfast yet, this, that, and all, so I'm going to call it. So that is the new event, this, that, and all, the Star Trek. Also, don't forget, you have one last final gift that you can get. You have to go to the promotion tab. There it is. So, yep, there is the final gift. You got 3 hours, 33 minutes to grab this. This is the final 3D. As you saw, you had these 3Ds that you can claim each day. That's everything else. So this is the final one. So you got 3 hours, 33 minutes to grab this, that, and all. But yeah, I ended the break. Go get me some breakfast, that, and all. But yeah. As you saw in the last thing, as you was going out, yes, for the people who played Elite Dangerous, or Elite Force, yes, and that game, you basically get the, Canarians. Yes, Lenny Lands, I can show you. Do, 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 do. That was a great game. I agree. I agree.
Warning, ship is under attack.
You're a winner.
So, if you ever played Elite Danger or Elite Thors, you got what was called the Einod. So yeah, I've got the whole entire set, this everything else and all. And yeah, this whole set you created on Elite Thors, this everything else and all, to fight the Dorgs. But as you're fighting the Dorgs, you find out that there's a second group that you have to deal with that are kind of like monsters-like, this everything else. Well, that's the Canarians, that, and all, and you finally find out that the Canarian was the real threat. The Dorgs were just there trying to figure out the Canarians, assimilate them, use them, this everything else and all. But it was the Canarians who were the real threat, this everything else and all. Well, like I said, as you was going out, yes, I would not be surprised since the last game we had created the Einod. We got a lot of the Elite Force technology kind of being incorporated. Now, I'm kind of glad that Star Trek is doing that, where Star Trek is going to these other games and grabbing pieces of other games and incorporating them into Star Trek Online. So yes, the next big battle, yep, we're going to probably be fighting Canarians and seeing the updated Canarians from the Elite Force game. So I'm kind of interested in that. And both me and Aaron, we grew up playing Elite Force and doing Elite Force, did that and all. So we kind of grew up playing Elite Force. Which, as you can see, you can get on GOG for $9. Now, the cool thing about this, yeah, they put that in the nada. Yeah, they did. Now, here's the cool thing. Yes, this was technically a DOS game. So you had to have, basically Windows XP, there's DOS type to play it. But thankfully, GOG has actually put the thing in. So if you get it from GOG, this everything else and all, yes, you can actually play this game on your Windows computer, this everything else and all. Because like I said, when this game first came out, Windows XP was the game software that people were using, but a lot of the Star Trek games were DOS. So you had to have your, Windows 98, backup as a backup to play and do a lot of the Star Trek games, just everything else. And luckily back then, Windows XP, you had a portal that if you still had a copy of the Windows 98, me, I had Windows 98 Plus, you can actually incorporate it and make it. Yeah, that's basically what the engine was, Quake Arena. But you gotta understand, Quake Arena was basically a combination of the Windows XP and DOS, but it was its own, and sadly, the So yeah, as you can see, this is what the game was based on, the Quake engine, and you can see it came out 1996, everything else. So yeah, this is what a lot of games got based on. Quake 3. Yeah, that's what it was. It was known as the Quake 3. Started on the Crucklow. There it is. Quake 3 right there, so down on the Crockley, this was the game that was actually based on. But yeah, like I said, a lot of the games are coming off of this and all, like the Ionod. But luckily, like I said, if you buy this game through GOG, you don't have to worry about getting the old, like DOS thing, and all. No, it's built in. So you can be able to start playing it and use it right off the bat, everything else and all. So right off the bat. And this is where the Canaria comes from. So when you're fighting the Canaria, everything else and all, and you saw the Canarias coming out, and all, yep, that's where the Canarias come from. So yeah, I would not be surprised that we see any more of the, this, game being incorporated. Because like I said, the iNod that I use, yeah, it comes right from that game. The iNod comes right from that game. And you had to create it to fight the Dorgs, everything else and all. And luckily, after you use it to fight the Dorgs, that's when you find out that, no, the Dorgs are not the threat. It's the Canaria. It's actually the actual threat on in the game. The Canaria were the threat, not the Dorgs. The Dorgs were just trying to figure out the Canaria and assimilate them and incorporate them into their own collective. So, yeah. Alright. Well, like I said, it's now 9:30. I have not had breakfast yet. And all. So I'm going to go get me some breakfast. Yesterday, every Tuesday, Star Wars updates is weekly. Everything else. The reason why I didn't come back, something kind of came up that I had to take care of. And all. And that's why I didn't come back to do the update that knowledge got to Star Wars because something kind of came up that I had to take care of. So I'm gonna break, go get me some breakfast, this, that, everything else. When I come back, I'll be taking a look at Star Wars, this, that, everything else and all. But it's breakfast time. Alright, so yeah, I use Streamlabs to do my streaming. There's my Altilia Custom Streamlabs. Also, as a part of the Dean team, we've got a TC giveaway going away. This Saturday, we've got a TC that's going to be given away. That you got to be part of the Dean team and be streaming for at least 3 hours to get a chance to win this TC this Saturday. But on October 25th, if you don't get this one for Saturday, October 25th, we've got another TC that's being given away to Dean. But again, you got to be part of the Dean team to get this computer and they'll use this computer. So yeah, like I said, if you're using our stream, you're old school, Dean is $3.95. So if you do your minimum of 4 hours each day, and you're the sponsor, Logitech is my sponsor. So at the end of the month, Logitech is paying the $3.95 on me to do what I do on Dean, that's everything else and all. So yep, I'm gonna break, go get me some breakfast, this, that, and all. When I come back, I'll be taking a look at Star Wars, this, that, everything else and all. So I will be back later. But yeah, this got the latest update to Star Trek Online. And yeah, Aaron, like I said, when I replay this, I'm going to play as a Liberated Borg because I'm kind of curious. As a Liberated Borg, do we get any more extra cutscenes and extra talk as a Liberated Borg? Because you kept seeing clues here and there, that's everything else. Now, yes, I play as a joint trail. My Klingons are joint trail. But as a light timer, you get to create a Liberated Borg. So when I replay this, I'm going to be playing as a Liberated Borg just to see if there's any extra cutscenes or any extra, added to the story as a Liberated Borg is. But I need food. Bye now.